Hello everyone and welcome back to Winders Model Farms. Today we're going to be reviewing the Steiger Quadtrac 595 with the Ashland 2811E scraper. So if you're not familiar with our channel, we collect mainly 1 to 64 scale toys. You can check out our channel and see there's a bunch of videos on there, a lot of cool stuff. And we enjoy doing reviews of new toys. So this toy is new to us. Not exactly sure how long it's been out. I know it can't been terribly long because this Ashland scraper isn't too old of a toy. And we do have the Ashland scraper as an individual toy that we bought. But I'm glad to get one in a set, and I'm glad to get this Quadtrac right here for a couple different reasons. So first of all, the packaging is pretty straightforward. Just kind of a blister plaque. This is more of a toy than it is a high detailed model. You see 3+ is the age, so this is going to be a great toy for someone who wants to play with it, beat it up. On the back, we have some stats here, so you can see engine FPT cursor 13, 595 horsepower with a max of 656, and then the PTO is 537. So a lot of horsepower on this thing, and then doesn't really tell us any stats on the scraper. So let's get this thing unboxed here. And I also did not mention, but on the front we get a nice picture of a real one, 595 with an Ashland 2811E. So that's pretty cool. They actually had this set up on a real unit. So I'll start with the scraper, and I won't go into too much depth on this. If you want to see more on this scraper, go to our channel and search Ashland scraper review, and it'll be on there. And we went into a bunch of depth on this particular unit and then compared it to some of the other 1 to 64 scale scraper pans that we have in our collection. So first of all, you'll notice this thing is huge. Massive scraper, huge hitch, very long hitch, big tires, a lot of detail. Ashland right there, 2811E. Got the nice Ashland logo again. You can see the detail in the casting to resemble the hydraulic cylinders and hoses and the moving pivot points. I think the tires and rims look really sharp on the back here. Got a hitch, so if we wanted to put a second pan behind it here. And then some detail here as well. Our slow moving vehicle triangle. I think this looks really sharp up here. It doesn't move. It looks like it could, but it doesn't. Then our inside of our pan, a little bit of detail up here. Not much down here, but you kind of see the opening there. This side's going to resemble the other side. And then up front, you got some detail going on, some more Ashland logos. And then at the hitch, you got some bolt detail and some other details going on there as well. Now for the tractor, which is what I'm pretty excited for. First of all, I just noticed our headlight stickers are kind of peeling, so I'm gonna see if I can push those back on. There we go. So this unit is a Quadtrac, obviously, so it's got the 4 tracks, same Quadtrac system that's been on a lot of the Quadtrac toys. As far as rolling, you can kind of make it roll if you push down real hard, but it does not roll very easily. Some people don't like toys with tracks for that very reason, and I get that. I can understand why. It doesn't roll the best. But we do have, up here you can see the grille. Headlight stickers look pretty realistic. Nice Case IH logo. Got the toolboxes on the front. 595 Case IH Quadtrac, and it's got a nice stripe, that newer style stripe decal. Some of the older, here's an older Quadtrac 620. You can see the older decal, a little bit different there. And the headlight stickers are also changed as well. Now, what makes this 595, pretty cool to me, is it's got the updated cab. So you can see here the cab is highly similar to the 715 Quadtrac cab. I imagine same cab, this toy just doesn't have the detail. But it's got that big cab, but it's still got the body like the, you know, the older Quadtrac body and hood, older Steiger hood. It hasn't gone to this newer style hood that if you've seen the newer Steigers are going to be having. And hopefully we get some toys of that, of the smaller ones than the 715, but have that style hood hopefully soon. But yeah, so this is kind of a cool piece, has that cab with the older hood. Well, the cab's got some good detail, GPS, some detail on top. We've got lights, air intake, exhaust. We got red seats in there. You can see like your air vents and your steering wheel. Windshield wipers on the cab glass here. Lights around the rear as well. Got us a little ladder here and our little area out here where you can step around there. And then on this side, nice ladder, handrails, and some detail on the floor there as well. On the rear, we've got lights in the rear. That looks real good. Our PTO down here and our hydraulic hookups. Slow moving vehicle triangle. See the fenders here, and the rear is our fuel tank, and extends into the fenders, has those bigger boxier fenders for more fuel capacity. Then we can see some detail in here, some detail in that center area where it articulates. You can see this unit's got a pretty decent articulation, and then it does have a little bit of side-to-side oscillation as well, so that's pretty nice. The bottom's got a little bit of detail going on, but nothing much. It's going to be very similar to the standard Quadtrac casting that you're used to from Ertl. Very much the same as far as details go. They just pretty much slap the newer cab on it is what it appears. And because of that, if you look here, the cab kind of hangs out the back a little bit further. I don't know if you can see that. Just a hair, not a ton. Just a hair. But, and then the exhaust is a little bit newer than that old 620, kind of the newer exhaust they've put on them once they change that decal there as well, and the new air intake system. So, overall, pretty cool piece, $595. I think in real life, the ones with the newer cab and the older hood only made a couple years, and then they're switched the hood over. So pretty cool piece, I think, to have in the collection. Maybe the only toy we get with this cab and this hood. I imagine in the future we're going to be getting the newer hoods on them that come with that cab. So I think that's a pretty cool piece. See the holes in it? I imagine that is where on the higher detail prestige ones, the mirrors and handrails go into that cab. But we did not get that on this piece, but the holes are there. So if you want to customize, might be an easy customization to do. You wouldn't have to do much drilling. Anyways, that is the set there. So pretty sharp looking set. Big old long pan. Sharp set, $595. Case Quadtrac with the Ashland scraper. Thanks for watching, everyone. Please give this video a thumbs up if you liked it. Check out the rest of our reviews and leave a comment down below. Let me know if you got this set or if you like big tractors, scraper pans. I love reading the comments. Thanks for watching.